Richie, no two ways of saying it, a very tough one to take, I imagine, after that performance.
Yeah, definitely. Thought we played some really good rugby in the first half and obviously get out to a lead. Couple of crucial moments in the second half. One, Rob Balakoon just can't quite get the ball away. Two-man overlap sort of down around the outside. And there's one then where we troll on the ground off of 5-man. Two great opportunities to sort of go deep into Leinster's 22 and possibly score. We went away a little bit from what we were doing in the first half, and we didn't look after the ball well enough in that second half. Discipline a little bit hurt us as well throughout the game.
Is the important thing obviously just to make sure this doesn't deflate things now after what's been a very, very good start to the season?
Yeah, I don't know what people expect, because a lot of people are saying that to us, but we'll learn from this experience. Again, you look at the young guys that are coming onto the pitch, and the young guys that start in Charlie Irvine, massive game for him. Joe Hope's coming on, Bryn Ward, 21 years of age, all of them. So those guys will learn from this experience, and we'll get better. And that's what we've tasked at the start of the season, is that we improve every week. So it definitely won't deflate us. It definitely won't knock us off track. We just need to regroup, learn from the mistakes that were in this game, and just try and prepare the best we can for Connacht.
Richie, when you look at the quality that they were able to bring off the bench and experience, is there anything more you think you could have done, or is it just very hard to cope with that kind of?
There's no doubt that their bench has a massive impact in the back end of the game, and from an experience and point of view, we're at very different levels of players coming onto the pitch. Joe Hopes has 2 caps, and he comes on against Paddy McCarthy, who's the Irish international. Joe McCarthy, who's the Irish international. So that's where we're at. So what we said at the start of the year, and we talk about it every week, is what do we take out of this week and move on. So a couple of opportunities, as I said, that we didn't get quite right in the game, I think has a massive impact on how the game finishes out. Leinster squeezes us a little bit in and around the line out, and then just their power game was hard to stop. So it's really important from our point of view is that we get our defensive line coming forward to try and meet that. But as that blue wave comes at you, it's difficult.
Can I check in, was Cormac Izuchukwu unavailable tonight?
Yeah.
Do you expect to have him over?
Yeah, Izzy was sick all week, so a lot of sickness going around, I think, in every rugby squad at the moment. But Cormac Izuchukwu and James Hume both haven't been in since Monday.
So hope to have them.
Yeah, both fit. Both getting over sickness, but should be back available.
Just developing on Richie, this time of year when you're into the Derby games, are they easier or harder to prepare because the players know each other so well in the Irish context from the 4 provinces, as it were, that are together in camp for such a long time?
And we don't have a huge amount of players in camp, so it's slightly different. 4 players in national camp is all we have. Obviously, those guys know the guys pretty well. I think you guys probably read into the Derby stuff much more than the actual teams themselves. We prepare every week to play the opposition, no matter whether they're from Ireland or wherever they're from, and we look at strengths and weaknesses in teams the same way. I suppose the one big thing about it is trying to score against your opposite number. You know what I mean? As in, have a better performance than your opposite number. And I thought some of our lads really stood up tonight. I thought Tom Stewart was exceptional throughout the game as well. So, and him, definitely not him on his own. So we're in a position where, we're improving all the time. Yes, we're disappointed with the loss, but, winning in the Viva against Leinster is always a difficult sort of thing to do anyway.
Richie, Sorry, go ahead.
Richie, it's very, very hard for you to discuss this, but you're talking about opposite number against opposite number. I would have thought that you were out half of a good game. What can you sort of say around that?
Nothing. Yeah, look,
like the top on, but,
you know,
but generally he controlled the first hour very well.
Yeah, Jack has gone well. He's been very good for us throughout the season. He's pivotal in how we want to try and play the game. He'll be a little bit disappointed with a couple of things in the second half, but yeah, he's doing really well.
They don't teach that not
No.
like flipping the ball
No.
like that in
No.
training, no?
No, definitely not.